last night was quite interesting. I spent about another 4 hours with Daniel, my OpenClaw agent on my Mac Mini, and we were trying to set up the ability for me to AirDrop videos to his Mac Mini. So the very first thing that we're going to try to do now that I've got the interview behind me is to have my agent basically upload videos to YouTube for me. Simple as that. And that requires the ability to AirDrop the videos from my phone to my Mac Mini when I'm in my office, as both my regular work desktop, which is a Mac Studio, and the Mac Mini, which is the dedicated Mac for my agent, they're both basically sitting on my desk. Long story short, we did spend, as I said, 4 hours trying to create the ability for me to simply AirDrop the videos direct from my phone to him, and we could not do it. I should tell you that I am using ChatGPT 5.5 as the model for my agent, and we tried a number of things. He created a I guess you would call it a folder on his Mac Mini, and he prepared different links for me to try to reach through AirDrop, and that didn't work. And even finding him on AirDrop, that didn't work either. I could find his Mac Mini on the AirDrop, but every time I attempted to send him a file, it would require a code, and his Mac would generate that code, but he wasn't able to give me that code so I could send him the file. So it was extremely frustrating, and we went into the settings. Even I went into the settings on his Mac Mini and opened it up so that contacts could send him a file without the code. But apparently the way I guess it's Apple maps contacts on a Mac Mini, you can't just go and add a new contact, plunk in, in my case, my email address, and Bob's your uncle. It doesn't work that way. So we tried it, and that didn't work. And he, for whatever reason, he could not send me those codes to accept my AirDrop. So again, he then said, well, why don't you just AirDrop to your own computer, and then using the remote mirroring, send me the files. And I don't know, it just seems like it's extra steps, right? I just wasn't expecting this. And again, it was about 4 hours. I went from 8 o'clock after dinner up until just about midnight to try to resolve this. And we could not resolve it. It was, I don't know, I was hoping for better than that, but I guess it is what it is. And I don't know. So far, I have to say, I'm not having the exact same warm and fuzzy feelings with OpenClaw that Alex Finn and Andrew's AI agents had, when I was watching their videos back in, February, March, April. They were just loving it and having wonderful success. And I'm definitely not at that place with OpenClaw at this point. It's very cumbersome. Apparently the ChatGPT 5.5 is an excellent model to use as a main orchestrator with OpenClaw. Both Alex Finn and Andrew's AI agents said that, but why it can't allow such a basic thing as allowing me to AirDrop to their Mac Mini, it's highly perplexing to me. So the other observation that I have is that when I speak to my agent through Telegram and I try to send him a picture, a screenshot, I've asked him if he can actually see the images. He says he can, but there are issues. So he really doesn't observe anything from what I send him in terms of a picture, and I have to verbally explain. So in terms of troubleshooting technical issues, like what I'm seeing on the screen, error messages, I can't just take a picture and send it to him. I actually have to read out the entire error message or the entire URL path, or explain all the components of what I'm seeing verbally in order to express what the issue is. So this is also a holdup. Now, again, I'm using ChatGPT 5.5 as my to power my agent. And when I use ChatGPT 5.5 in the browser, you can upload a picture and it sees everything razor sharp and understands exactly what's being presented. But it is absolutely nothing like that in this environment that I'm working with right now, where I upload pictures to send my agent through Telegram. I believe he's almost seeing none of it. So that is a concern. It's something he says, oh no, just explain to me what you're seeing. Well, that takes my time as well. So the user experience just isn't there for me on that point, I should say. Well, I'm two or 3 days past my interview. We haven't actually done anything. We've just been trying to enable my agent to upload videos to YouTube, and it looks like he's able to do that. We're going to get there, because once I can get my main videos to him off my phone, he's going to prepare them, and he's then going to upload them. So we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to give this report, let you guys know how it was going so far with my OpenClaw. So that's it. We'll be in touch. Bye for now.